Hello, welcome to Talk NYCFC, and today we'll be reviewing the game that happened yesterday between NYCFC and Toronto FC at BMO Field, and it was another good display. It was somewhat a good display from New York City, but they just have nothing to show for it. They come up empty-handed once again, uh, exactly the same as the Philadelphia Union game, as they dominated the majority of the match and their opponent just takes advantage of two chances that they have, put the ball in the back of the net, and we just lose, and we lose. Unlike the Philly game, in this game we actually got a goal, but we got a goal too little, too late. Ever getting his first goal since September 2020, so that's a positive. Um, Hopefully the team kicks on after scoring that goal, as we have the Champions League first leg coming up in Seattle. Um, but NYCFC, they had more shots than Toronto. Toronto had 8 compared to City's 15 that they had. So Toronto had 50% of the shots that NYCFC had total in the game. And they really dominated within the first 20 minutes. There could have been 1-2-0 up. New York City, they were denied a penalty kick by VAR. And pro referees, they're absolutely horrible. Pro referees, they should just put their motherfucking head back down because this is absolutely disgraceful. This is the second time in back-to-back games that a penalty kick has been taken away from NYCFC, and it really changed the complexion of the game. In the Philly game, I was in person at the game. It was a long ball from Sean Johnson to Santiago Rodriguez. It takes a beautiful first touch, and for a supposed handball, VAR takes the penalty away and takes away the red card to Jack Elliott. And in this case, Tyler Magno goes down. Maybe a little bit of contact, but from what Pro said, it was a mistake, and the penalty should have stood. And that's absolutely poor from pro referees. Pro referees, they've just had a history in the last season and now this season. They just had a history of fucking us over. They just enjoy bending us over and just taking away decisions and getting decisions going against us. That's how the second goal led up to. It was a Thiago Martin's own goal. Um, it was supposed to foul on Schaffelberg, and he didn't even get touched by the defender. He didn't even get touched. He just slips, and the referee calls a penalty, or not a penalty, a free kick, and they whip it in, and it comes off Thiago Martin's head, and it goes off the post and in. That makes it 2-0 before halftime. And I'm telling you what, that's absolutely poor refereeing from top to bottom. MLS should be ashamed of pro referees. At this point, pro referees, they should just honestly come out and say that they're just coming out to get us, because this is honestly unacceptable. The refereeing in this game was poor. Drew Fisher, absolutely terrible referee. He refereed the U.S. Costa Rica game um, earlier this week in World Cup qualifying. He I didn't really pay much attention to him in that game, but this game he really did decide where the game was going and who was going to win. And I don't know if it has something to do with him being Canadian or whatever, but City played good. They just weren't clinical enough. Um, Keaton Parks was really the only one trying from long distance, having a few shots, good saves by Bono. Bono covered him up. Bono actually kept a clean sheet up until the 91st minute, whenever after a fantastic ball from Alfredo Morales just heads it into the back of the net. So we're gonna have to move forward from this. Pro referees, just absolute disgrace to the game. Um, the MLS should really consider stop using pro and just go to FIFA, because this referee is poor. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed my mini rant there about referees and how they like to screw us over. So if you enjoy the content, if you're an NYCFC fan, consider subscribing, like the video, as it will get me up in the algorithm. And thank you to Ryan Anderson for having me on the live yesterday. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. You should go check out his content. His content is absolutely great. And I'll be on there for the Seattle game as well in the midweek. So other than that, take care and peace, guys.